We've got Vinny getting closer. Art already on the bomb site. He's the kit carrier at the moment, clearing the back corners, or trying to, but Fugly cuts off the angles. It's a sandwich for NRG and a 3v5 as well.
Apartments as well. There's not a lot of apartments play from them. NRG will happily take this. Certainly can assume that they watch the games. Art looks for the re-aggression. What a shot from Breeze, dude.
Sure, it's traded back. Abel's going to be, I think, a consistent threat from within this pit. My eyes are on him when it comes to the A defense. And then secondly on Art, who seems to be floating around in positions, but also on this portion of the map. Three-man stack up through the archway. Vinny dies, met by all too much presence. Yuri Molotoving off truck lane. He's going to be trying to isolate that when in fact there's nobody there. It's Caserado with everything to do. Misses the first bullet versus Cirque. He will be chased by two players as they pinch in with a third off Banana. 30 seconds.
Oh, would he come through this? Cirque's too ready. He knows what hoppers do. Shots. Not a good formula for success, but a decent attempt.
Ooh, smoke on the molly. That right there gives Art a chance.
That was nasty.
Furia dealing with Ints and Furia dealing with NRG. As NRG have that extra 10-second buffer, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But, whoa, they are not invincible, despite being convincing. It is just Ethan.
That was one. That's a fight that goes on for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, it's layers of Molotovs. It's honeypots at top Banana with re-aggressions from the...
So far for them, but what about now that they're on the defensive, folks? It's Scrawny and Launders with map 1 of Furia and NRG. The winner of this goes to Katowice, and that's got to be exhilarating.
That's insane, yeah. That is such a big prospect that finally this huge run of online matches and minor matches comes to an end. Here it is, Breeze pushed into an awkward position. They flash through the smoke. It's wall smokes that they want to breach on their own terms. And Breeze, will he take a fight?
Oh, he's trying to. Yuri's got the first one.
Oh, no way, dude.
Woo! Breezy with a couple of kills. Ethan with a headshot of his own. The kill feed's been, well, filled to the brim.
Oh.
That right there is 12-4.
I like it. Here they did their due diligence at top mid to shy a player to rotate back through arch to the site. Now they're hitting B again versus 2.
Yep, Fugly clears the bomb carrier. Caserado, the last man in, but Vinny's making space. And they haven't been able to find Ethan, who I don't believe has fired a shot until now. Will not stop bomb plant. 3 versus 3 already. Banana control back in the hands of Furia. Vinny clearing flank is so important. And an additional smoke cuts off Breeze, or excuse me, Ethan. He does, in fact, come back from coffins. Abel walking out from the own smoke. Then it's Ethan to trade back. He knows this player's got to be close left. You'd think Abel's gone. He's doubled back behind into the construction, giving him a super strong after plant position. With Ethan now picking up a kit, he has little health. He's gone.
He spotted a crossfire. How successful will Furia be, though, at dismantling it?
Oh, trade frag right away. That's that single AK Ethan had, now down. Vinny, good spray here. A couple of headshots to his name, and a couple pistols to NRG's.
Yeah, he of most people has adopted the Krieg and the AUG. What was I trying to say there? He has done a better job of adopting the Krieg and the AUG than most players that we've seen so far in the minor. Actually fantastic at the AUG spray. Two saving players from NRG falling back into and around CT spawn. They'll both get sprayed out by Abel J, and Furia are starting to make a half of it. I think this round will be much more telling than any of the others. But that being said, Cirque is not in his complete comfort zone. I don't think he's saved specifically for the op, otherwise he would have maybe a little bit more money than the rest of his team. So that might not be true depending on what was spent, and lock it in with minimal losses. Oh, fast play up to A. The 3B setup is called out.
Whoa.
Breeze is blind in the pit. Also, his teammate goes down on the site. The crossfire is dismantled, and Furia might just pick up a round like that.
Bomb has been planted. T's have peeled off of it, and they're going to be in the bomb site. Fugly to support. What do we got? Enough utility for an execution, that's for sure. Smoke in the front face of the bomb site, flash in the face of Fugly. Nicely done. Art just charges forward. Now it's up to Ethan to hit headshots, and he's already done so significantly. How about another? Yuri trying to play over to the box. CT flashbang comes to help, and then it all goes wrong. At least for NRG. Fantastic stuff from Furia Esports.
A pretty decent setup to handle it. Could be the last round of the match. Map 1.
Here comes the pop. First player down, blinded is the Opper. Breeze waiting for them to fall into his hands. He's actually going to be distracted with the player on balcony. Luckily, Daps picks up one to maintain a man advantage, cutting off KSRado from the bomb carrier itself. And Cirque will have temporary cover with the smoke in his face. Still one flashbang for the terrorist side. Cirque waiting for his chance to strike downwards. His player inside of balcony is actually going to sweep out. That is Daps with an additional kill. He's going to get flanked by KSRado. An M4 picked up, combined with the AK, puts them in a position to succeed, but it's Cirque to make the difference. 30 seconds left over, 16 health. That's the real issue here for the last remaining member of Furia, folks. Where does he go? What does he do? Cross your fingers, cross your toes. He's gonna duel versus Cirque first. Gets it. Ethan to the top of the ropes. Just slam dunks KSRado to grab round 16 and just
Kids. The straight up duels. The only time you'll see the T's peak is just to make sure that they're stopping the CTs from getting out of the choke points.
Yeah.
You know, that's why there are these small opportunities. And we can see the clock ticking every time they miss a shot, every time a T gets away. And eventually,
that happens.
You'll even end up saving with just USPs and P2Ks and kits.
Well, Yuri tries his best at the end. It's NRG.
They won't be conditioned to avoiding it, even though they lost 2 rounds in a row.
Oh.
It gives them some information.
Here comes Vinny. Always at this A site.
Oh,
Always
damn, that was
successful.
sick.
He's got himself the 4th. Og just ripping him apart. AK swap out means he's one shy of the ace, but still, hot damn.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they win the 7th, 8th, and 10th.
Yeah, so basically, you know, they're just doing what was done to them and coming out on top because this round will be that of which they tie if they can maintain just these pistols. Daps has managed to get his hands on it off. Yuri, however, locks it down. 3 kills for him found. Cirque last man up, unbeknownst to the CTs in the open, but what more can he do than a...
What I'm wondering if NRG will actually be able to close this out, which is a question I never thought I'd be asking myself.
Well, Ethan's just trying to get lucky.
Aren't we all? Oh, okay, yeah, see what I mean? Oh, wow.
Yeah, what was that about preparation?
Double nades, fantastic.
Deep downtown. Ethan trying to work his way back into the site, has his teammate smoke off main. Now that's only going to block off 1 player. When NRG were on the T side, that blocked off 3 in the pistol. Ethan tries to close the door, cannot do so. Yuri with a double headshot, able from the back of the quad, and now we're all tied. More aggressive angle. And spammed, and wow, Breeze actually throws himself forward into Yuri. He almost walked right into the stream of bullets coming out. There is a movement here in mid. They are trying to take that vent control. Ethan's caught, but Breeze, he takes down Art just on the other side of the vent. Manages the kill from White Box. Molotov burns off time.
That's a huge Molotov. That you can get into comfortable positions now. They don't know if it's going to be an execute, and they don't seem comfortable rotating everybody over, but they've got one on the side at the very minimum. Oh, Vinny finds that kill.
Surely they activate off of this. It's Daps in the back of the site. Flash hits its targets, blinds pretty much everyone, but Daps can't catch kills. Breeze flies out with Daps, locking it down and tying us at 12 and even, cutting off a number from the mid-rotate.
Whoa.
Dangerous moves from Cirque. Thing is that you're stuck in no man's land. If you're on this forward checkers push, you are in danger unless Daps can save the day, but he does let Vinny get by. Vinny in the face of Cirque should be able to get the kill, you'd think, unless the no-scope does it. Daps actually goes one better. It's an utter shutdown on this B-bomb.
Probably hasn't had much experience trying it. Pistols on the board for Furia, and what could have been a pivotal round. The flash out mid to help them swarm. And the instant 1D to make it look competitive.
Does get the response immediately, though. NRG just clean up shop. KSRado, only man alive now for Furia. He's got a deagle of his own. Breeze with 3 on the anti-eco. Comes down highway for a little bit more damage. there you go, he's got it. The first from the Americas Minor. They have 3 chances, however, the Brazilians, to shut down those hopes.
The absolute favorite, and showing us why, and it's not surprising, and it's probably fitting that Furia are.
Doesn't seem to actually hit the mark. Abel's not going to lose any health as he is still boosted. They got all the way out onto the A site without being known. That's a hell of an opening. They just burst out through squeaky door, but the rest of the map is underneath the control of NRG. The retake is on. Double smoke, double flash, and Vinny's not going down without a fight. He does get back into A main. Breeze peeking in, sees 2 bodies, dropping them both, pushing it all on Yuri. 23 and 17, the man with the bad manners versus KNG yesterday, hides in the boxes. Just sliver of what he was. 16-12 the final score. NRG Esports, they failed at the previous minor, but now they